A thread by Thomas Wichter at social.quadvirum.com for ENG On Demand. You posted a message from Trump that everyone must read. From MeWe, Donald J. Trump, don't lose hope and stay confident, people of America. Hashtag MAGA and the American flag. Thomas continues, Trump doesn't blow smoke up our butts. That's a clear statement of intent. Add because after Trump's message, and you have your answer to what is going to happen. We have a week until inauguration. Trump needed to see who was on his side in his own party. The Never Trumpers never stopped because they were bought and paid for. This impeachment, the new one, doesn't matter. In fact, the Democrats have now made the entire concept lose all meaning, as they always do. It's infuriating that even at this crisis point, people refuse to look up basic facts. Yesterday, a guy asked who the 6 Republicans who supported the 25th Amendment resolution were. I'm too lazy to look it up, lol, this failed citizen wrote. And he was given the answer. Stop enabling this mental atrophy. Tell people to look things up themselves. Explain to them why you're going to force them to adopt vital habits. Lazy people are weak people, slovenly, an anchor around our necks. If someone can't be bothered with finding something that would take 5 seconds of their time to help them continue to be freeloaders, you're doing them and us no favors because they'll just believe whatever anyone tells them. The inability to think is our worst vulnerability. Everyone knows that as of this moment, the Democrats can steal whatever election they want. But even while knowing that, people are telling you to go out and waste your time trying to elect people who will never win. See the disconnect? The problem is election fraud. Until it's eliminated, all elections are meaningless. People accept the election fraud is real, but then they say the answer is grassroots, blah, blah, blah. How is it possible to both accept that elections are meaningless and tell us to go out and try to elect the people we want in office? It's because people can't connect one fact to the other. Their minds don't work. They're trying to set you up to being a dues-paying serf. The problem with not being able to think is that people don't get the impact of what Trump is going to do. It's going to change everything. The entire landscape will be radically different. As far as I can tell, people think that Trump will give a speech, the Democrats will be led away in handcuffs, and then life continues. No. Life continues, but we can't envision what it'll be like. This is analogous to an alien flying saucer landing on the White House lawn. Then emissaries from another planet emerge. Even the best science fiction scenarios were unable to capture what that would be like. Not a single World War I movie came close to the reality. Artillery killed most of the men who died in the war, and it did unspeakable things to their bodies. The American pilot, Raoul Lufberry, was terrified of burning to death. The aircraft were covered in a varnish that was like a match head. When his aircraft caught fire, he stayed in the cockpit as long as he could, putting the plane in a shallow dive. Then he climbed out of the cockpit and crawled along the fuselage to the tail. He almost made it, but at around 100 feet, he had to jump since the flames had reached the tail. He was impaled on a garden picket fence. See, the brass ordered that the men not be given parachutes because that would encourage them to not try and save the valuable aircraft. Truth far outweighs reality in both horror and triumph. Saying Trump will turn this around is not delusion on my part. I could be wrong, but everything tells me that I'm not. Trump has the tools and the personnel to accomplish what I theorize he's accomplished. But we can't predict how it will be manifested, and we can't predict the aftermath. Uncharted waters, baby. I'm ready for them. I want to be in them. What have I got to lose? To support quadvirum.com, go to quadvirum.com/support us. To support this channel, links in the description to PayPal, Venmo, Cashapp, Subscribestar, you name it. I'll be doing a live stream at 8 p.m. tonight. Be there or be square.
I will be the greatest president that God ever created.